If you've been with me for some time now, you may remember this drawing lesson I did about 5 years ago. Well, just like you, I always strive to improve my drawing skills, so today we're doing a redo of Charizard from Pokemon. We're going to attempt to improve the design and also make it a little bit easier for you to follow along. So if you're ready, let's grab a Sharpie and some paper and let's get started. Let's begin by drawing the upper eyelid at the top of our page. So we leave a gap in the center, go to the left side and draw a curve, going up and then bending that out. Move over towards the right side and do the same thing, going up and then out. And then we'll curl the inside of the brow. Starting on the left side, come in, and then bend that up, go to the right, and do the same thing. Let's go to the inside of the eyelid and draw a curve for the bottom of the eye. We're gonna go out, and then bend that up, go to the right, and do the same thing. And then we'll tuck the side of the eye in behind the top and bottom eyelid. So we're gonna step in, curve out, then back in. Do the same thing on the right. Now I'm gonna draw that same curve along the inside. So we'll step in, curve out, and then back in on both sides. And then we'll draw a small half oval in the center of the eye for the pupil. Starting at the very top, come down, and then back up. Do the same thing on the right side, and then we'll fill the pupils in black. Now I'm going to move down and draw the top edge of the mouth. Starting back on the left, curve down, then up, and it will curl around the nose. Starting back on the left, we're going to go straight up, round this out, and then hook that down. Let's add in the nostrils. Starting back on the left, we're going to draw a short curve, coming in and then down, go to the right, and do the same thing. From the bottom corner of the muzzle, we're going to curve out and then up, aiming towards the eye. And from the top, we'll step down, draw the side of the head. Curving out, rounding the head. I'm just going to pull that in, right beside the top of the eyelid. Now we're going to accentuate the brow. Starting on the top, we'll curve out and pull that back in, almost like drawing a bracket. And then from the top, we're going to curve in and then down, just aiming towards the inside of the brow. Let's go back to the top of the brow, draw a straight angled line going up towards the top of the horn. Do the same thing on the right. Let's round out the top of the horn, drawing a short curve going across. Now the horn gets wider as we come back towards the head. So let's start on the inside, come down with an angled line to right about there, go to the right, and do the same thing. And then we'll close off the top of the head in behind the horns. So on the left side, I'm going to step up, just going to curve up, and then back down on the right. Now I'm going to go back down and draw on the lower jaw. Starting back on the left side, draw a straight angled line, coming down and in, go to the right, do the same thing, and we'll close off the bottom of the jaw with a curve, going down and then up. Let's go back up to the top. We're going to go out towards the cheek and curve the mouth coming in and then down. Go to the right side and do the same thing, and then we'll close off the bottom of the chin with a curve. Let's add two fangs along the top. Starting from the inside of the mouth, we're going to step in, draw a straight angled line coming down and out towards the side of the mouth. Do the same thing on the right. And we'll add two small fangs along the bottom. Starting on the left, we're going to go up and then come down. Now let's add in the tongue. Starting at the top of the fang on the left side, curve down, and then in towards the center, curve out and up on the right. Now we want to fill the inside of the mouth in black. Alright, now that we complete the head, let's work our way down the side of the neck. We're going to start on the left side of the jaw. Start with a straight line coming down. I'm just going to bend that out towards the top of the shoulders. Let's move over towards the right and do the same. Coming straight down and then just bending that out. Now we're going to leave a gap for the arm and draw on the side of the body. We're going to curve out and then down. So line this up on the right and do the same thing. Curving out and then down. And then we'll move back up and draw the inside edge of the arm. Starting on the left, and go down and out towards the inside of the elbow. Do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to curve the arm going out and then down towards the wrist. Let's go back to the left side and draw on the thumb. From the wrist, we're going to curve in and then bend that down. We'll round up the thumb and then go back up, sort of aiming towards the wrist. Do the same thing on the right. Coming down, rounding up the thumb, and then going back up. And then we'll add 2 more fingers on either side. Starting from the inside of the thumb, curve out and then down. Round up the finger, go up, and then bend that in. Let's add 1 more finger. Starting at the very top, curve out and then down. Round up the finger, go up. I'm just going to pull that in towards the wrist. Let's do the same thing on the right. And then we'll draw the outside of the arm coming back in towards the base of the neck. Let's start from the wrist. Follow that same curve, going up and in towards the elbow. And then we'll draw a straight line going up and in towards the base of the neck. Let's do the same thing on the right. Going down and out, curve out, and then down towards the wrist. And we'll add a pointed claw on each finger. Starting from the thumb, draw almost like a V, coming down and up. Do the same thing to the other 2 fingers. And then we'll do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to move back in, drawing the outside of the leg. Starting on the left side, we're going to step up, curve the leg going out, down. I'm just going to hook that in. Let's do the same thing on the right. We're going to line this up, curve out the leg, come down, and then bend that in. And then from the bottom of the leg, we're going to step up and draw the lower torso. Let's start on the left side. Curve down, and then back up. Now at the bottom curve of the leg, we're going to leave a gap, continue on the inside, going in and then up. Let's do the same thing on the right. In and up. And then we'll draw on the feet, starting with the heel. Starting from the inside of the leg, step in and down towards the heel. Do the same thing on the right. Now I'm drawing the first claw. From the heel, curve down and then out. Let's draw on the first claw. From the end, we're going to curve up and then bend that down towards the bottom of the foot. Do the same thing on the right. And we'll add 2 more claws on either side. From the tip, we're going to step up, draw a straight line going out, curve this up, and then pull that down in behind the front claw. Let's do that 1 more time. From the tip, step up, go straight out, curve up, and then tuck that in behind. And then from the top of the last claw, we're going to curve the foot going up and then in behind the leg. We want to leave a little overlap on the inside. Now there's a large patch in the center of the body that looks like a half oval. So on the left side, we're going to step in, curve out, up. Now as we get towards the line of the arms, I'm going to round this out, and then come down on the right, come down, and then just pull that in towards the lower torso. Let's add the tail over on the left side. We're going to start from the ankle. We'll start by curving out, rounding out the tail, and then going straight up towards the tip. Now the tail is going to get wider as you come back in towards the leg. Come down, and then just taper that back in. Let's add some fire on the end of the tail. On the outside, we'll step down, start by curving out, and bending that back in, and we'll blend it back out towards the end. Let's taper that back in with a short line. And then we're going to curve in the opposite direction, going up and then in, and we'll add a curl, coming down, rounding this out, and then going back up with a short line. And we're going to pull this back towards the tail, coming in and then back out, go out and up. Now I'm going to pull this down and in towards the inside of the tail. Now let's move up and draw on the wings. Starting from the top of the shoulder, start with a straight angled line, going up and out. Do the same thing on the right. Now from here it's going to curve out and then up on both sides. And then we'll work our way up towards the top of the wing. From here we're going to curve out and straight up. Let's add a point along the top of the wing. From here, curve up and in. Do the same thing on the right. And then from this point, we're going to curve the outside of the wing, coming around and then back in. So we'll go out towards the left, come down, and just pull that in. Let's do the same thing on the right. Going out, rounding out the wing, and then pulling that in. Let's draw on the bottom of the wing. Starting from the left side, curve up and in. Do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to curve this back in behind the arms. Coming in and then bending that down. Now we're going to move to the inside of the arm, curve up and in behind the body on both sides. Now we want to add a thick ridge along the inside of the wing. From the left side, we're going to step out, just follow that same angle line going up. And we're going to leave an even space gap all the way up towards the top. I'm going to stop right about there. And then from the top, we're going to taper the ridge coming down towards that bottom point. So the spacing is going to get narrower and then come all the way down towards the bottom. And then we'll do the same thing on the right, coming all the way down. And that's pretty much it. There's Charizard from Pokemon. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.